What's poppin'? This is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece. When the monkey mind wants to take over, and it's going to. Okay, this is the ShanGodiac for Cancer. First one of 2019, actually. So, hey everybody, welcome. All my crabs. You know, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. I appreciate it when you lick that like button. When you give cunnilingus to that like button, it's absolutely free, and it helps out the videos or whatever. But you don't have to do a goddamn thing. So it just resonates with you, whether Cancer is your sun, moon, rising, whatever. If it resonates, it resonates. So without further ado, let's get up into this. Okay. We're going to look and see basically what's been going on, what is going on, and some things that maybe are going to be popping up in your future in the next 2 or 3 weeks or whatnot. Okay. So without further ado, I got to say this first and foremost. Cancer. I feel like you guys are coming out of a season or a period where there is a loss of a relationship. Okay. Now this can take on many different forms, depending. Okay. This can speak about somebody transitioning. Um, this can speak, of course, like I said, a loss of a relationship, meaning like a breakup or a divorce or something like that. Um, what it does say though, or something, a loss of something that you were very, very passionate about. Okay. Um, Somebody lost a pet too. Anyways, a dog. um, and I'm not laughing at you, but I'm just saying, you know. But there's a heavy feeling of kind of like a mourning, if you will, a mourning that goes with this card that they're speaking to me through this feeling. Okay. Um, there is also some, and I don't know, and I feel like this is really closely tied for some of you though, an irreconcilable difference. You're not speaking to, obviously not if the relationship ended, because when this nine shows up and it's a mourning, it really does, it's different than the on and off type of relationship. We broke up, we're back together, we broke up, because there's always that sense that like you might get back together, or things might come back together depending on, because sometimes a situation, you were passionate about a certain situation or something, and when that ends, that can be, you had a relationship with that situation too, you know what I'm saying? So when that ends, it does feel like you lost something, like it almost feels like a death, if you will. And the other card here, I think, what contributed also to this loss of a relationship for those who this applies to was some type of an irreconcilable difference where you and somebody else wasn't speaking to each other. You know what I mean? There was no budging. Nobody was budging, and yeah. Just one moment here. Something's coming through with this. There could be also an air sign involved with this, and maybe even I don't know if they were Aquarius, had a lot of Aquarius, or it could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or they had it heavy in their chart, especially, or not in their chart, but in their chart where it affects their relationships, primarily Venus and Mars also is. That affects where your Mars is, your Mars energy, how your Mars energy is textured and colored affects how, like how you are sexually, how you assert yourself in the world, and stuff like that. But this energy that I'm getting here, and this could even be you, perhaps, too, okay? Because a lot of you watch this, so it's impossible to cover every base. But somebody was very, in their communication and in their way that they dealt with the other person, very, I would almost say tyrannical almost. It was like the attitude was, it's my way or the highway type shit. And, a person can only deal with that for so long. And whether you were on the receiving end of this and you're resonating with this heavily, or you were, in hindsight, able to see, hey, damn, I was being a fucking dictator, basically, when it comes to my relationship and certain key points within the relationship or a situation that you had a relationship with, okay? Yeah, I'm not feeling the past. I'm feeling it was kind of funky, man. It was kind of funky. So this is resonating with you. Like you come through some type of funky shit. Okay, now where are we at though? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. You got a lot of fives here. You got two fives here in this spread, and I'm feeling that a lot of you crabbies are. There's a heavy feeling of restlessness, as in what to do next. A lot of frenetic energy, okay? And it needs to be channeled. And as such, um, I feel also that you are kind of bouncing from one thing to another, as far as especially in your head right now. Like it's right now seems to be a very challenging time to be able to focus, you know, as much as you need to. And you know what? Let me just say, I don't want to say need to, but I feel like in some ways those of you who are watching this shit, many of you who are watching this are going to get exactly what I'm about to say to you. Okay, it's almost like I know I need to be still and be chill, and tap into my answers, my intuition. But every time you go to do that, something within you is whether you hungry or you got a fart, or oh, I forgot this, or I'll do it after this, and then tomorrow never comes, man. Tomorrow never comes. But they're letting me know this because this was smack dab in the middle, okay, and it's letting me know too that there's definitely a couple things, all right. There's a couple things it's telling me, it's showing me about you right now, and that is that your communication is imbalanced right now. You feel imbalanced. You feel your communication is off. There's things that maybe you want to say that you're not saying, and there's things that maybe you have said that you wish you didn't say. You know, your communication is off with yourself. Okay, because number one, this card is the card of this is a major thing of this card is it's the card of intuition, and what it's basically tattletaling on you, it's ratting on you, snitching on you. Okay, it's saying you're not listening. You haven't been listening to your intuition. And that is also the thing I wanted to get back to as far as the word need. What I was just saying a couple minutes ago is I wanted to tell you chill because I feel like you feel like yes I should be doing this. So that's another thing that is adding to this frenetic energy. Maybe even adding a pinch of kind of like this background anxiety feeling or whatnot, right? And you're beating yourself up too because of you're shoulding all over. I should be doing. I should be meditating. I should be whatever the fuck it is that you think that you should be doing. And I'm not saying you're wrong either. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I can definitely feel like this jittery type of energy all over the place right now. Yeah, there's mucho distractions here going on also because of these emotions here. See this right here, this right here is saying that you're restless as fuck too. And as such, some of you are overindulging in either drink, drugs, you know, internet, phone, social media, Uh, you plan to do something today, and for whatever reason, you let your time slip away by doing these activities that are not going to issue no type of return to you whatsoever. And that in turn is adding more to your frenetic jitteriness slash anxiety, which is making you do it more, which is adding to it more. Do you see the circle, how that connects? Got you. All right. And not to mention, um, there may even be some, there definitely is. You can't hide from me. There is some retail therapy going on here too, because I feel in some ways you are sinking right now. You feel like you're sinking a little bit. Okay? You feel like you're sinking. And in some ways you are. Some of you are actually literally sinking into debt more and more and more. Some of you may even be outwardly trying mechanically to do something to change whatever your situation is, and it's actually just seemingly getting you more and more into some type of debt or losing more and more and more. Okay, I told you there's five shit. There's five shits jumping off right now. So there's that going on too. All right, there's that going on too. So let us see what is going on with you, my crusty crabs. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, don't shoot the messenger. Put your guns down. Hands down. All right. So where do I start, man? Where do I start? Well, I'm gonna start here. If just one moment, let me get this right. All right. Thank you for your patience, because sometimes there's dead air. But hey, you know what? You gotta shut the fuck up to get the signal. Okay, you can't get it if you just yapping all the time. All right. Especially me. I gotta shut the fuck up sometimes. And one of my things is sometimes like I'm conscious that I don't want to be just dead air on my videos and stuff. But fuck, I'd rather give you some real shit. All right. Well, I do have some good news for you, actually. Somewhat. Okay. Somewhat. There are some other challenges here that are coming forth towards you. All right. But we'll start with this. All right. I think this is going to be also you kind of like your own personal little revolution type of, as far as just like, I'm not dealing with this no more, setting certain standards and actually, actually keeping them as far as, what, as it pertains to you personally, okay, as it pertains to like what's most important to you. Like, it's almost like if throughout your day, just a few times a day, you're like, yo, what's, and you stopped yourself and you said, hey, what is your fucking truth right now? Right now, what is your truth? Or let's say somebody asks you something. Hey, man, you're gonna, we're meeting up after work or whatnot. You're gonna come, and you're like, yeah, But then it's like afterwards, you're like, you feeling a certain way because that inner compass inside is like, I don't want to go, Or some maybe like let's say a lover or a family member asks you something, and it's like, I don't want to, or I want to, and I'm not doing something because whatever. Well, that's where the whole values is, as far as like what is most important to you. What is your truth right now? And it's okay if that changes here and there. It's going to change over time. I think some things, some of the more core values, some of your more core truths, are going to ride out with you until you leave this meat suit. But um, I do see you going to another level as far as that goes, and defining that for yourself. And therefore, once you define it more for yourself, you can define it, in your outside world. Now, and I don't know if you maybe just met somebody or whatever. But for some of you, I'm just gonna say it, crab. Okay, there's some dick and there's some ain't nobody humping around. Okay, but there is. All right, there is. I just gotta say it. All right, hate me now and later, whatever. Like, I mean, I just gotta say it. Okay, I gotta say it. Now, some of this may also have to do with either a Leo or a fire sign. Okay, or this third party could also be um, a fire sign woman, also. Okay, a fire sign woman. All right, or dealing with some type of a woman who she's not she's in one of them spaces where she's just like don't give a fuck, and maybe you're in a space where you do more give a fuck, but there is this strong probability for some of you, if this applies, okay, where this bitch is gonna try and start some trouble with you, man. It's gonna try and start some trouble with you, okay. So you're gonna have almost an immediate chance to test out your new boundaries within the realms of maybe this new relationship, whatever is going on now. Okay, so crabbies, it's time to get it together, man. Okay, it's time to get it together, and obviously that starts with ourselves. All right. So, what is your truth right now? All right.